JJ the CPA here. Today, the CARES Act was passed by the House and put into law by Donald Trump. And at the individual level, here are a real quick summary of the things that were put into play. Now, with individuals, we know that there's going to be what they're calling rebate checks. I'd probably call them a stimulus check. That is going to be these checks that are coming out, $1,200 for each adult and $500 for each kiddo. Now, this is going to be paid out based on your 2018 or 2019 tax return as it relates to what your income was. Now, for a single individual, meaning one person on that tax return, if the income is over $75,000, that payment is going to start getting phased out. And then once that income is over $99,000, the payment of the $1,200 would have been fully phased out. For a married couple, they would be eligible to get $2,400. The limits that I just said to you, double them, and that's what's applied to a married couple, in that if their income is $150,000 or less, they will get the full $2,400. If it is above $150,000, then they will be in a situation where that will fully phase out at $198,000. Now, for head of household, there's some different limits there. As it relates to the $500 check, that is something that will not be paid out if the child is 17 or older, which absolutely makes no sense to me since I have a 17-year-old, but that is consistent with the fact that the child tax credits of $2,000 when filing your individual tax return are only on those kids that are under age 17. So if you have filed your 2019 tax return, that's what they will base it on, they being the IRS. If you haven't filed 19, they're going to base it on 18. As it relates to unemployment, it is extended for an average of 4 months, and the unemployment, which I'll talk about in another video, also is where the federal government is going to add up to another $600 a week, and unprecedented self-employed individuals will be able to apply for federal unemployment, and that would be in addition to the state unemployment for those that are collecting. There is mortgage relief for skipping payments or forbearance for borrowers insured by governmental agencies, so that'd be the FHA or VETS. This is new, creates a above the line deduction for charitable contributions up to $300 for any kind of contribution that's made for, in essence, helping with the crisis. So it'd have to be an official charity that's helping with the, specifically with the coronavirus crisis. So above the line deduction just means that you don't need to itemize. You'd be able to take a $300 deduction against your income. And then certain employer payments, be nice if there was an employer that was doing this, but employer payments of student loans on behalf of employees are excludable from taxable income of the individual up to $5,250. Let me tell you a little secret, that was already in play, but it's basically been renewed. Permits Americans with federal student loans to suspend monthly payments through 9/30/2020 without interest accruing. So let's be clear, that's on federal student loans. So if you happen to have a student loan that's not technically a federal one, you need to check with that institution. The Real ID Act, not sure why that was included in here. Maybe it was just a quick add-on, but that is delayed until at least September 30th of 2021. Over-the-counter medical products become permissible expenditures for funds out of the HSA or FSA. So a health savings account, in the past, you were only able to pull monies out of that and not have to pay tax on the distribution if you used it for qualified medical expenses. Qualified medical expenses do not include over-the-counter medical products. Now they do, as it relates to being able to pull money out of your HSA or FSA to pay for such things, which is a nice benefit in the sense that if you are looking for a pool of dollars to take care of such things that can be alleviated by over-the-counter medical products, this would be another place that someone could get the dollars for that. I've got some videos that I'm going to talk about the SBA loan, unemployment, the payroll tax credits, etc. So check out those other videos. My name is JJ the CPA. You've never met a CPA quite like me.